Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a continuation of morning's LALATE. Your $1,400 third stimulus check could land in the mailbox today, even if you are wave 2, wave 3, or wave 4. Even if you are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, or Veterans benefits. And even if you are a big bank customer like a Bank America Chase, or a debit card customer like Direct Express Card by Comerica. It could be in the mail today. It could be in the mail tomorrow. But which banks will be posting account deposits on Saturday? Yes, there's banks doing that as well. I'll be breaking all the details down for you and jumping into the live chat and interacting with you as Morning's LA continues right now. It's a continuation of Morning's LA. How are you? Ready to crush the weekend? We're almost there. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because along the way, we're going to get to the finish line together. And this channel is the most up-to-date around the clock. I'll be live with you all throughout the day. I don't want you to miss a single recording because it's breaking, developing details happening every minute. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. It's birthday month here on this channel as we turn 1 year old on April 25th. Let's see if we can get to 400,000 subscribers. All right, let me get to the breaking details, which is that mail checks will land again today in mailboxes. And this could be you. There is not a single viewer of this channel that is excluded from this group. Every single viewer of this channel could be getting a mail check today. The only viewer who's not getting a mail check today is someone who actually has an alert that there's a pending deposit for them. If you have nothing else, you need to know that you could have a mail check today. Here is what's going on. Wave 2 mail checks are late. Wave 3 mail checks are about to happen tomorrow. So suddenly those two waves are intersecting at the same time. Checks late in the mail, checks coming in the mail from the new wave. And next week was another wave of mail checks. So you need to check the mail every single day. In the mail may be a white envelope or a beige envelope. Because the prior recording went a little bit long, let me explain to you the significance of these envelopes and what's inside them. The white envelope and the beige envelope have either a check or a debit card. If you get that in the mail and you don't grab it, it gets stolen, it gets lost, you don't see it, you will never get any alert anywhere else. It will not be alert on your bank account. It will not be alert on your Direct Express card. And this, if it's lost, takes 4 to 8 months to replace. It's literally an act of God to get it replaced. So don't lose it. If it's a paper check, don't worry, you can get it cashed. Number 2, most banks open bank accounts now for literally nothing on the penny to just deposit a check. And then if you want to close the account, you can close the account within the first month. It doesn't cost you anything. But if there's a debit card in the envelope, then let me explain how the debit card works. The debit card will need to be activated, and the activation number will be on the front of the card. When you call the debit card activation, have a pen ready because they're going to ask you to choose a PIN, P-I-N. And when you choose that PIN, whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, or whatever it is, you need to write it down. You're going to need it when you go get that money off the card. So then once your card is activated, it'll tell you it's activated. Then you can go into any bank. You don't have to be a customer of that bank. Go right into the teller, not the ATM, the teller, and say, hi, I have a debit card. It has my stimulus check on it. I want to cash it. And they will ask you for a copy of your driver's license. 9 out of 10 times, they will not charge you any fee to withdraw the funds. Ask them ahead of time, is there any charge or fee? If there is, you can go to another bank, or you can ask the supervisor to waive the fee. There usually is no fee. Then they'll ask you to give them a copy of your driver's license and then insert the card and then type in the PIN on the keypad, dot, 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 and then they will give you the cash. And then you're done. The cash is yours. Put it in an envelope, have them put it in a complimentary envelope, put it in your pocket and go right home. Don't walk around the streets with $1,400 in your pocket. Moreover, you can just keep the money on the card and use it as a card for buying stuff. So you could actually keep it as a card with the funds on it to pay for things. It acts like that as well. Finally, you may want to transfer the funds from the card to your other account, wherever it is. You can also do that online or on the app of the card. You don't actually even have to go into a bank to do that as well. All right, now let me explain what the mail checks and the deposit accounts this weekend may look like. If you are a mail check recipient, it could land today and it could also land tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. This is what you need to know. Those March 26 checks, mail, are late. They're coming. They came yesterday. They came the day before. They're 5 to 6 days late. Don't worry, they're in the mail. Number two, if your Wave 3 mailed, then it's April 2nd to April 5th. They're about to come. We'll see if they're on time, early, or late. If they're late, they're 5 to 6 days late. What's important for you to know is that if you have no results for your name on the irs.gov tool, there's a higher than likelihood that you are getting a mail check. This is one of the most important messages I can deliver to the viewers of this channel. And this is where we are. If you have no alert anywhere, you need to presume you may be a mail check recipient. So watch the mail every single day. Watch it today, watch it tomorrow. Could you get a deposit this weekend? Yes, if you're with the following banks: NetSpend, Green Dot, Emerald Card by H&R Block, Cash App, Chime, and TurboTax do release the funds as early as Saturday all the way up to Tuesday before the effective date. So if you bank with those banks and you are Wave 4 for next week, you could see the funds available this Saturday, then the Monday, and the Tuesday before that Wednesday rolls around. If you are a big bank customer and you are getting a direct deposit next Wednesday, then the funds are only available on Wednesday, like a Bank of America, Chase, or a Direct Express by Comerica. Those funds are only available next Wednesday as Wave 4. But again, the message for you to understand is that every wave has mail checks and deposit checks. And while you may be a Direct Express consumer, understand that 50% of the Direct Express by Comerica card holders are getting stimulus checks instead by the mail. That viewers who are Bank of America customers are instead getting stimulus checks at least 50% of the time by the mail. And you don't want to presume it's only coming by direct deposit, because if you miss that mail check, it's very impossible to replace. Now, let me explain something else. Who is not going to get the stimulus check? You will not get a stimulus check if you have a representative payee. They have the stimulus check. You will not get a stimulus check if you are dependent on someone else's tax return. They will get a stimulus check. Will you get a stimulus check if you don't file tax returns? Yes. Will you get a stimulus check if you never use a non-file filing tool? Yes. Will you get a stimulus check for a child that the IRS doesn't know about? No. So if you are on benefits like SSI and SSDI and you have a child, but there's no way for the IRS to know about the child, they're not going to get a stimulus check because the IRS doesn't know about the child. So this is something you'll have to fix. If you had to fix a stimulus check for the second stimulus package, the Trump stimulus, do you have to fix it again for the third? Hard to tell. We haven't gone through this long enough to know if there is a need to fix it again. If you are on SSI and SSDI, is there a guarantee that this next wave is the final wave? Oh, there is no guarantee. There is absolutely no guarantee. If you're a veteran, are you getting a stimulus check this fourth wave if you haven't gotten one yet by direct deposit? If you're a veteran, it could come any day in the mail, because veterans have gotten stimulus checks in the mail and by direct deposit since the first wave as viewers of this channel. But the veterans direct deposit day is 2 weeks from now. Not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. But what's important to understand is that you may see those mail checks even before then. Remember, this is how they do things. Checks go out on Friday. The tool updates itself on Saturday. And then the following Wednesday, for the big banks and also for the small, for the Direct Express by Comerica, start to post across the board. And with that, there's so much happening. Let me jump into the live chat right now. So there's Janie, March 26th, no check. So Janie Shaner is a wave 2 March 26th check. Don't worry, because it's coming to you. It's just late. I live in Pennsylvania. If you don't belong to a bank, the bank won't cash your check. I don't know if that's the case in every bank in Pennsylvania. That's sort of news to me. But there's two things we're talking about. First, the debit card, and second, cashing a check. There's cash checking businesses in every town across the country. There's Stacy Boyd. She has a mail check of March 26th and hasn't come as well. So give it a little bit of time. It's still coming. I'm still waiting on my 26th check as well, says Jamie and Julie. What happened to the $200 of extra per month for Social Security? You don't want to be pushing for that. You want to be pushing for the reoccurring stimulus checks, because it's $12,000 to $16,000. It's 5 to 10 times the amount. It's 5 times the amount of the $2,400. You want to be pushing for that, not the $2,400, because it dwarfs the $2,400. Baby girl, March 26th, nothing yet. My mom, Direct Express, she got it on the 24th. Congratulations to baby girl. So again, another March 26th direct mail check person stuck in that as well. Nothing yet from Bancorp Bank. So Robin, for Bancorp. Bancorp is Chime, of course, and Bancorp does pay early. So if you are Bancorp, you would see yours likely this Saturday, or then the following Monday or Tuesday. If you're not seeing it, it's likely in the mail. What about Citizens Bank? Someone asked a question about that. Let me jump into the live chat to answer that question right now. What's important to understand is the following. There is not one bank that pays on a particular day, and there's not one benefits that pays on a particular day. So in the live chat just now, someone said, Citizens Bank, what day are they paying? They've paid every single wave, and they will continue to pay every single wave. Citizens Bank paid on March 17th, March 24th, March 3rd, and likely also paid yesterday, and will likely pay next Wednesday as well. So there's not one day for one particular bank. Next, if you are a person on a particular type of benefits, there's not one particular day for one type of benefits. So there's always someone who says, I'm on RB benefits. What day are RB benefits paying? They've been paying all along, and they continue to pay all along. So it's important to understand there in a universe in which we're used to buying things online, some clothes or some shirts, and we know what things land in mailboxes because we track them after we buy them online. In the case of a stimulus check, it's just a wave after a wave after a wave. And so there's not one date for one bank, or one date for one type of person, or one date for one state. It's just not that way. They have been in every single wave, and they'll continue to be in every single wave. Let me jump back into the live chat and see some more of the great comments and questions. So there's a similar type of question. So Janie said, when will Academy Bank pay? Academy Bank likely paid on March 17th and likely paid on March 24th. There is no bank paying on a particular day. No bank pays on a particular day. LALATE, have you heard anything about M&T Bank? I did have M&T Bank on my list. M&T Bank paid on March 17th. So again, that is one of those banks that just pays as things come along. There's Kathy. Robert, I'm on SSDI. I haven't received it yet. Stay positive, Robert. Thank you for your comment. Treasure Cash, nothing from Navy Federal. Navy Federal did pay on March 17th. And presumably paid on March 24th and March 31st as well. These were the banks that paid on March 17th. Citizens Bank, PNG, Bancorp Chime, PayPal, NetSpend, Green Dot, People United Bank, US Bank, PNC, Capital One Bank. Also, Lake Michigan and USAA. Also paying on March 17th were the following banks as well: Union Bank, Netspend, Amex, Bluebird, Navy Federal, BP&T, Woodforest. Also Bank America, Chase, Wells Fargo, H&R Block, Green Emerald Card, and TurboTax tax all paid on March 17th. And March 17th did pay for viewers on SSI, SSDI, and Social Security and railroad benefits. Meantime, when we went into the second wave, wave 2, these were the banks that paid on March 24th: PNC, Wells, Arvest, U.S. Bank, Chase, Direct Express, Green Dot, Citizens Bank, Bank America, H&R Block, Regions Bank, TD Bank. Wave 3 this week, the banks that paid were Netspend, MetaBank, prepaid early, U.S. Bank paid, Green Dot paid, also Chase, Bank America, Wells, and also Direct Express by Comerica paid this wave as well. So you see how every wave there is just the reoccurrence. It just depends on you and Treasury what day they sent out yours and which wave you are in. There is not any way to know which wave you specifically are in because of who you are. It's just dependent upon when they do things. Wow, thank you, Jerry, for the massive super chat. Dancing pair. Jerry with the massive dancing pair. It's a massive dancing pair. Thank you, Jerry, for the massive dancing pair. I really appreciate it. Let's jump into some more of the other comments. What about Fidelity Bank? So, haven't had any reports from Fidelity Bank yet, but that's a big bank, so they would only pay on the Wednesdays. You're so helpful, LA. I appreciate that, Karen. What about 53rd Bank? I don't know anything about 53rd Bank. It may be a little bit smaller, so it could maybe pay on an off day. Let me see some more of the other comments right now. Why haven't our veterans received their checks yet? Robert Lee. They have. But not all of them. And let me make sure you understand where we are right now. Every walk of life has not gotten a stimulus check. Veterans haven't gotten stimulus checks. SSI and SSDI haven't gotten stimulus checks. People who file tax returns haven't gotten stimulus checks. People who use a non-filing tool haven't gotten stimulus checks. All those have not gotten stimulus checks, and that same group has gotten stimulus checks. So there's pits of every group that have and haven't gotten stimulus checks across the board. Thank you for your comment. Let me jump back into the live chat and see what else everyone is saying. Will we have this problem if we had the MSCs? Presumably not. It's a great question. Understand this problem existed in the first and second stimulus check. There are a lot of people whose second stimulus check did not come quickly. Their stimulus check came a month later or 2 months later. Under the first stimulus check, there are people whose stimulus check came right away, and others came 2-3 months later. So there have been problems with stimulus checks getting where they need to go. And it's not particularly clear why this problem continues to resurface across the board. Ronald Gillian, mail, April 2nd. When should I get it? We don't know yet, Robert. So the Wave 3 mail check people, we don't know if you're going to be on time, ahead of time, or late. So generally, it comes early, before the confusion of Wave 2. If you're an April 2nd check, usually it come 2 days early. But you saw Wave 2 are now 5 to 6 days late. So for now, you have to hope it comes by April 2nd. But if it does not, don't think it's unusual if it's up to 5 days late. Hudson Valley Credit Union. Hard to say if they would release funds ahead of time, but likely not. Those funds would likely come by next Wednesday. Bank America, nothing but SSI checks. So Margarita, yes, so Bank America only pays on the wave dates. Bank America paid yesterday to viewers this channel, March 31st. Bank America paid on March 24th and March 17th. So and I've also had Bank of America customers who are getting it in the mail instead. So watch the mail, but if it does come by Bank of America, it'll come next April 7th. Will they include the first and second and third? Yeah. So if you are a mail check recipient dates that we're seeing currently are April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. What states are the checks coming from? Oh, that's a great question. From the federal government. You're in Florida. So it's not an issue of getting it from D.C. to Florida. It's an issue of them sending them out. Tori, March 26th IRS mail check. Haven't gotten it yet. When is Wells paying? Emily Ramirez. Wells only pays on the... Wells is a big bank, and so big banks only pay on the exact wave dates. So Wells paid the 17th, the 24th, the 31st, and they will pay the 7th and the 14th. Wells will not pay between those days. Rush card, says Violet. So I don't know too much about the rush card, but again, that's smaller. So again, smaller banks could pay out the stimulus earlier. The smaller banks that have paid out waves earlier, starting this Saturday, going into Monday and Tuesday, are Chime, Cash App, Green Emerald Card, H&R Block, and TurboTax. Huntington Bank. I don't know anything about Huntington Bank. What about Members Choice Credit Union? That, I don't know anything specific about that credit union. Now remember, it is not an impact of the bank. So let me make this message clear, because I don't know if I have yet. When is this bank paying? It has nothing to do with the bank. It has nothing to do with the bank. Because people are asking, when is this bank paying? Is this bank paying that day, or is this bank paying that? It's not how it works. The banks don't have the money. That's why they're not paying people money, because they haven't got to the money. So someone asked me, when is Wells paying? Wells has paid every Wednesday since it started. Will Wells pay next Wednesday? Of course it'll pay next Wednesday. But will it pay you? I don't know. It depends on whether the IRS sent out your money that week. So people think that a particular bank pays a particular day, and that's it, and they will never pay another day. No. Now, what I am explaining is that certain smaller banks do not pay on the Wednesday. They pay early. They pay the Tuesday, the Monday, and the Saturday before. Certain smaller banks, which I've gone over that list with you in this recording, like the Chime, the Cash App, they sometimes release the funds early when they have your funds. But they don't necessarily only pay one day and that's it. They pay every single week. Great questions, but hopefully I make that clear that there's no specific day for any bank one time. It's every single week. I got a pending payment for April 2nd, but not for stimulus, says I am. What if I know bank account only by Direct Express card, says Barbara. So if you have Direct Express card by Comerica, it's coming in two places, either the mail or the Direct Express card by Comerica. Heard anything on Regions Bank? Yes. I had Regions Bank pay on the second wave and the third wave. Have you heard anything about Red River Federal Credit Union? No, I have not. Thank you for your great question. And that was from Nila. Oh, Nisi. I'm on SSA with direct deposit in New York and nothing yet. Says, I can't see that. LA, can you help? Question she got. She has the info. This is from Cindy Goodwin. She has the IOF, the IRS tool not available. We're unable to provide the status of your payment right now because we don't have enough information. Yeah, let me answer that question for you right now. And someone joined, someone just became a Purple Hawk. I didn't see who it was. It was Cheryl. Sherilyn. So let me explain that tool. The tool works the following way. It either has information about you or it doesn't have information about you. Sometimes the tool never will work for a particular person. If it never works for you, meaning it never has information about you, you just have to watch the mail every day and watch the deposit account every day. That's the only way to get through it. You have to presume it's in the mail or in the deposit account, and you have to watch the mail every day. Why? Because checks get stolen in the mail. You don't want the mail to sit outside on the street for 3 days. You want to watch the mail every day if you don't appear in the tool. Now, the other thing is, on Saturdays, you need to tune in with me as well, because Saturdays is when the tool does update itself after a new wave is sent out Friday. Every Friday, another wave of mail and direct deposits are sent out. And then the next morning on Saturday, the tool updates itself. So sometimes the tool has no information about you because the stimulus hasn't been sent out. But when it's sent out on Friday, then the next morning, on Saturday morning, the tool puts your name in there. Let's go looking at that chart again that I have for you. So the money is sent out on Friday for direct deposit or mail, and then the tool puts your name in the tool on Saturday. So there's always a likelihood that's you, but also the likelihood is that the tool simply doesn't work. So watch the mail every day, but also watch that tool on Saturday. Margarita, Cash App. Yes, Cash App pays way ahead of time. So you would see Cash App money appear on Saturdays all the way through Tuesday. Is there SNAP benefits in the third stimulus? There is. So SNAP benefits is increase in the third stimulus. I love that question. Let me cut to that right now. In the third stimulus package, there's a lot of big money you are entitled to. And among it is SNAP, rent, food, utilities, also the child care, and hazard pay, EIDL, and more. SNAP is increased now for 15% all the way to December. And that SNAP benefits you can get from reaching out to the Department of Agriculture. How much can you get? For a family of four in Hawaii, you would normally get $1,400 a month, but now it's increased 15% to the end of this year. So that family of four in Hawaii looks to get about $16,000 a year. Yes, it's a lot of money. Also, the child has to stay home from school because the school is closed because of COVID, which is sort of not becoming the case anymore. They can get PEBT, which is about $155 a month. Now, on rare circumstances, which I don't have all the details of, PEBT for young children, 6 to newborn, is retroactive back to August. So the notion of schools closed because of COVID is starting to dwindle. That situation is starting to disappear. But in some cases, you can get it retroactively if the school has been closed for a few months and you had not applied for that PEBT before. So reach out for that. Remember, PEBT is a manual add-on. If you're already on SNAP, you have to manually get that added on by calling Department of Agriculture. But what I want you to know is that the other big money under third stimulus is about to hit. The rent, the utilities, the child money, $5,000 or $4,400. The $1,700 of financial aid, the $1,400 of hazard pay, the EIDL grant, all that great, delicious money is about to hit. It's not live yet. And I want you to stay with me because we're going to focus on getting you that money. This is all your money. That's $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 if you made less than $75,000 last year. This is all money you can get. And we're going to be focused on ensuring you get this money in the next few days. Let me jump back into the live chat. Welcome, Chris Perrin, for becoming a new member. Thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. If you've not become a Purple Hawk, consider becoming a Purple Hawk. The link's at the top of the chat. Also, welcome Sherilyn for becoming a new member. Thank you, Sherilyn, for becoming a new member in today's chat. Let me jump back into the live chat right now. Jamie and Julie, what's your opinion on the reoccurring stimulus checks? Absolutely going to happen. I believe it's absolutely going to happen. Why? you have 50 senators that have to pass the forced stimulus package. The forced stimulus package will go by reconciliation. Chuck Schumer definitely has one more. He maybe has two, but at least has one. So he's going to do this one by recon. And he's going to start putting in there amendment after amendment because clearly he wants stuff the president's not doing. And this group of 21 senators of the 50 that keep on wanting to do things, they're very tightly knit. Every single time it's the same 21 of them. It's just, there they are again, the same 21. And when it comes to these recurring stimulus checks, they are very adamant about this, very adamant about it. So I believe 100% it's going to happen. The only thing I don't know is when it's going to start. I don't know when it's going to start, and I don't know how long it's going to go. I do think, and this is my gut reaction, is they're going to really try to tee it up for the midterm elections. So they want to have that stimulus check continue in as close as they can to the midterm elections next year. So I think they want it to continue as long as they can because it really helps their party for those midterm elections. SUG Force, LALATE. Could SSI Direct Express Comerica Bank between today's date and April 7th get a stimulus check if it's not on the tool? Wow, this is the absolute most amazing question of the morning. The most amazing question of the morning is the following. If you are on SSI and SSDI, you have Direct Express by Comerica, you're not in the IRS tool, could you get a stimulus check before then? Yes, absolutely, in the mail, not by direct deposit. There is a larger than not likelihood that your check is coming in the mail, not April 7th, but before then. Why? Because of the entirety of this channel, the largest segment is showing a March 26 mail check. And this includes Direct Express Comerica customers. This includes SSI. There's so many people with this March 26 mail check date, which is wave 2, as you know, that you absolutely could be in that wave 2 with them. You could also be in the wave 3, whose mail check is this week. Remember, the mail check wave 2 is late. Wave 3 could be on time, or it could come this weekend or Monday or Tuesday. So absolutely 100%. If you are a Direct Express by Comerica, you are on SSI, SSDI, you're a veteran as well, it could be in the mail. Why? Because it is in the mail for hundreds of thousands of viewers who do have an IRS tool result. Again, I have hundreds of thousands of viewers who have an IRS tool result who are Direct Express by Comerica customer and are on SSI, SSDI, Railroad Benefits of Veterans who have a mail check result. So watch that mail. Ultimately, if you get a check ahead of time, you're happy anyway. Thank you for those incredible, great questions, and thank you for the new members who joined me on the live chat. I'll be back with you at the top of the hour, 11 o'clock, as noontime LA heats up. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We want to get to 400,000 subscribers before our birthday on the 25th. And if you've not liked this video, like this video. It really helps in the algorithm rankings. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling. Thank you for your questions. I'll be answering your questions again live at noon in about 40 minutes from now. Stay informed, stay focused, and save our life for more.